Hello traders, my name is Logan of Funny Talent, and in this video we're going to be doing the market forecast for the week of September 13th. In this video, what we hope to do is highlight the best technical setups that we are currently eyeing up, and also the fundamentals drivers that you should be aware of and maybe stay away from in this upcoming week. So without any further delay, let's get right into the video. Hello traders, and here we are. So without any further delay, let's get right into the slideshow for this week's market forecast. To start off with our fundamental drivers, what we're going to be talking about is pretty much nothing until Monday, 10:45 p.m. with the Australian dollar. And then Tuesday, we get some news at 8:30 for the USD. And remember, these times are in EST, guys. Wednesday is some 2 a.m. news for the GBP, 8:30 a.m. news for the CAD, and 6:45 p.m. news for the New Zealand dollar, and 9:30 p.m. news for the Australian dollar. At 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, we have some more USD news, and that is it for the week. Not a lot of news in this upcoming week, so not too much to worry about. Canada released their jobs report in this last week, and their unemployment change was 90,000, as the forecast was 68,000. This was much higher than expected, and very, very good news for the Canadian economy. The Canadian dollar then soon after strengthened. China's president, Xi Jinping, did state this week that we must move China-US ties ahead in order to get them back on the right track. As we know, there's a lot of tension between the US and China in the recent months, really. So him saying this and coming out is really, really great news for both economies. There are still certain issues with the digital yuan that need to be handled. This was stated by the People's Bank of China. And this allows other countries who are slower in their development process of a central bank digital currency to catch up to China. Because as we know, China is beating every other country right now in terms of developing a central bank digital currency. If you guys are not familiar with that, I highly recommend looking into it. This is called the e-yuan or the digital yuan. Other countries are soon thereafter going to be making their own CBDCs. So it's definitely an interesting topic that we should stay on top of, especially if you're a crypto trader. I almost forgot about our market sentiment. So for this week, obviously, because there's a lot of positive news in the environment, we're going to continue with our risk on market sentiment. This means expectations are higher, further economic growth, meaning we can expect these currencies that you can see on screen to appreciate and indices globally. So here we are looking at a gold chart. Recently, we finished our ABC corrective wave, which I actually walked you guys through entirely, and then we had our next impulse wave higher. As you can see, we're coming back down and retesting the upper resistance bound of this channel, and I am absolutely expecting us to continue moving higher. This means my bias is going to maintain bullish, obviously, on gold, as it has been in the recent bit. There's a chance that we kind of consolidate a little bit more around this level. Let me bring back those fibs. And we consolidate a little bit more around this level, come back down to retest the 38.2, and then continue higher. Or we bounce off directly from this resistance line, because obviously we found support now acting, and we can move up higher off of it. Moving into synthetics, this is a really interesting chart because this actually symbolizes my thesis, which I've had for a little bit while, and so far it's working out perfectly, and this can be carried on to any cryptocurrency right now. Obviously, we had a very exaggerated drop, very aggressive decline in this recent week. And what we can expect from that was to be just one of our moves lower, one of our corrective waves in the downwards trend that we're forming now. So I am expecting at least one more corrective wave lower. And in this corrective wave, we're expecting 3 subdivisions. We've touched on subdivisions before on this channel and in the recent market forecasts, so be sure to watch those if you haven't and familiarize yourself with these. Essentially what that means is we can expect 3 distinct waves to occur before we continue higher. I have them drawn out here just as an example. Obviously, this is not replicating exact price movement, but it is a resemblance of what we will see happen. And right now, we just are looking to finish our wave A, complete our wave C, come back lower, retest this low we made earlier this week on the 7th. And then we're looking for synthetics. This is one of my better cryptocurrencies that I've been able to track, as well as XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, obviously, but I've walked you guys through synthetics a lot on this channel. I'm looking for a retest of this $9.24 level for my reentry. If you've been following this for a while, we caught this entire move from down here in this box, the lower end of this box, up here, took profits at this level, and now we're looking to re-enter with a fantastic entry point of $9.20 if we can get back down to that level. So short term, bearish, medium term, and long term, absolutely bullish. AUDUSD is a trade that we called out last week and actually has been performing extremely well. We called out the top for you guys right here. We formed a double top, which is an actionable trade setup, and we recently came lower and formed a very, very nice wave push lower, which could have been a fantastic trade if you took it there. Obviously, you can continue to hold this as this is a much longer term trend that we're trading, but you could have caught this trade, you could have exited and looked for another re-entry as we continue to move lower. Either way, my bias is going to maintain bearish on Australian dollar, US dollar. NZDJPY, another fantastic trade that we caught for you guys last week. We said that we were going to continue moving higher, and we've essentially done just that. We've continued moving higher and looking to continue this momentum higher, but we could expect a retracement because obviously this was a very exhaustive, overdrawn out, hyperextended, however you want to call it, impulse wave. So I'm expecting a pullback at least down to this level at 77.078, and then continue our move higher. So I just want to bring back oil up from last week. This is a trade that we've been looking out for a little bit, just because we're looking to retest this resistance line. If you look on the weekly, this is a resistance line we've held for a very, very, very long time, all the way since 2008. Which means this is incredibly important to keep an eye on, because obviously we could bounce lower and form a very nice trade setup from that and continue moving lower, or we could break above for the first time since 2008, retest this level, which is resistance now, confirm it as support, and then continue to move higher. So we're at an apex right now on oil, and I'm very, very interested because this could be definitely a trade of the year. Looking at XRP, I just wanted to bring this up for you guys because first of all, we called the top on XRP, which is literally the top. We put a line here and it bounced exactly off of that, which was fantastic. Regardless, I wanted to just show you this because as it resembles the same thing as synthetics, right? We finished our first wave on XRP already, finished our second wave, and now we're looking to complete our third, looking for entries around this 91 cent. Now I'm looking at DXY. We recently broke out after forming a double top, broke out of our support line, and now we're retesting it as resistance. I'm looking for DXY to move lower off of this, and it looks like we may be even forming a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So my bias is going to be bearish on DXY. So traders, that was our market forecast again for the week of September 13th. I really hope you guys enjoyed and pulled some valuable insights out of this video. If you did, all that we ask is that you please follow us on all of our social media platforms as we're releasing new content across all of our various platforms every single day and videos just like this on our YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe. As always, on behalf of everyone at Funding Talent, happy trading.